Hello and welcome back to Europe 1100, and obviously when we left off we had still two factions attempting to oppose us, and well, we kind of need to do something about that, don't we? Yeah, we kind of do. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to be making peace with one of them, and you know, funnily enough, all things considered, I would actually prefer to make peace with the Byzantines, which is actually really funny because they are, in all intents and purposes, the easier faction. They would be easier for us to deal with. However, okay, I don't know. You know what? I'm in a bind here. I'm in a bind because I was actually thinking to myself before I started the episode, okay, I'm going to make peace with these guys, you know? I'm going to make peace with whoever I had picked. But now I think to myself, okay, maybe I shouldn't, you know? Maybe I should actually do the smart thing and not be an idiot. All right, we're not going to be an idiot here. We're going to make peace with the Holy Roman Empire because they are the stronger, so it would probably be a good idea for us to attack the Byzantines. Obviously, the main reason why we are attacking them, and by the way, let me just go ahead and do this. Mengus is saying that he doesn't want peace here, but okay, just bear with me here. I want Mengus to focus his fury, okay? I want him to focus his fury on the Byzantines, because you could see here, look at how many less targets we have to worry about now. And this literally just got taken very, very soon, very recently, and I really want to take that back. And so if we could take it back super fast with Mengus's help, because no doubt he's going to be up for it, you know? You can best bet that he will be up for it very, very easily. And yeah, you can see here, he's got over 1,000 people, and he's on his way there. I'm going to actually stop this guy from attacking. I might actually... You know what? I might actually just stop my army entirely at this point. It might be a good idea. Elias is the leader of this particular clan. That's rather amusing. Okay, so unfortunately, I will just have to go in here and attack this fellow just with a nice little auto-resolve. I am going to take him prisoner as well because I can't be bothered with these guys. You know, if they're going to run around and continue to besiege our, you know, fiefs, villages, whatever you want to say, they're going to do it, you know. So I'd like to try and prevent that from happening if at all possible. And apart from that, we're just going to be on the lookout for any people that can, you know, be persuaded to join us. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. Okay, so Dalaset could probably use something here. Oh, this fellow is apparently not doing very well. As you can see, he's only got one. He's only got one fief. Okay, well, that's not particularly good, is it? All right, well, hopefully he's actually going to do something. That's the thing. Yeah, Roger Borza... Oh no, why is he getting taken prisoner all the time? I don't know why, but yeah, he's getting taken prisoner all the time. And actually what I want to do is I want to check out these guys. Let me actually just have a look here. Is this guy the leader? Julius is the leader of his clan. What about Gandarina? Okay, there we go. No, Coleman. Okay, where is he? I have no idea, but we have another army coming over here, which is to be expected. Oh, look at what? Look at Mengus, he just took it. That must mean that there's literally 50 or 100 people in there, and he literally just took it so incredibly simply. That's the reason why I wanted to focus his fury against a single target, because otherwise, as you know, what's going to be happening is we're going to have vassals coming in from the side. They're going to try to do some, you know, covert, subterfuge kind of things in the background, and we're not going to be best pleased about that, are we? No, we're not. So that's the reason why I thought, you know what, let's just make things a little bit simpler for us, and we're going to work as a tag team with Mengus himself, because obviously, if he's on offense, then I should play defense, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And it seems to be working pretty well so far. I mean, obviously, as you can already tell, Mengus is doing a great job on offense, and it is it is yet to be seen whether we will be okay actually doing, you know, the defense. But let's just cross our fingers and hope that that is indeed the case. All right, so they've got a massive amount of cavalry once again. Okay, do they just have a huge amount of cavalry in general, or is it just a a standard thing for vassals to have massive cavalry at this point. I actually don't know. Anyway, we're just going to make them go into a loose formation, as we do. And we're just going to allow our forces just to move on out here. And hopefully my infantry will not get completely massacred. And let me actually see what I can do here with these guys. I'd like to try and see if I can murder them. Oh, yeah, that was nice. Okay, there's an invisible wall here. Okay, I'm not a big fan of that, I gotta say. Not sure why there's an invisible wall there, but there is. Let's tell these guys to charge in while they're, you know, facing me at the moment. And let's tell these guys to charge in as well while they are indeed distracted once again. Look at these fellows. They're all distracted by me. This is exactly the reason why I charge in by myself, by the way. This is the only reason why I do that kind of stuff. And yes, I know, it is very ill-advised when going up against a huge contingent of archers or crossbowmen or even people with thrown weapons. But the main reason why I do it is for this, is to scatter the opponent, is to distract them so dramatically that they can't focus on our own cavalry attacking them. And that's it. That's really the only reason why I end up doing that sometimes. So hopefully you'll forgive me if I do end up dying sometimes to a polearm to the face or a thrown weapon or whatever. You know, anything to the face apparently seems to kill us instantly. So yeah, it would be it would be good if that doesn't happen, but you know, sometimes you just can't. I think at least you have to take a little bit of a risk sometimes just to kind of get that payoff. And as you can see, I mean, we're doing so much damage right now, and the enemy has just completely scattered. They literally have nothing going on right now. It's highly unlikely any of them are going to be able to fight back here. Although, to be fair, they are actually getting some reinforcements coming in, so that is obviously a bit of an issue. And you can see here that we're actually having some problems even, you know, eliminating these guys, which is a bit of an issue. But as you can see, oh, they're even running across the bridge. Oh, okay, that's nice. And my archers are obviously in a skirmish formation at the moment as well. Let's try not to get... Oh, yeah. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. Ah, yes. Hello, yeah. Massive amounts of infantry here. These are going to be the most problematic for us, because no doubt, as you can tell, they have polearms. Yes. They have polearms, and I'm not a big fan of polearms at the best of times. Well, fighting against them, that is. And yeah, it's a little bit of a difficulty. But you can see here we've killed. Wow. Okay, yeah, we've killed almost half of their army at the moment. But you can see here that they're now starting to scatter, which is exactly what we wanted. Basically, every single time we can, we're attempting to reduce the enemy's morale. Because here's the thing. I've talked about this before in previous series. I don't know whether I've talked about it in this one, but generally, if you can, eliminating the enemy's leader... I thought I was going to die there. Kind of thought that. Anyway, the point is, gives me an opportunity to speak. So, morale is basically one of two ways you can really, deplete it for the opponent. One is killing all of their leaders, or killing leaders in general. If you can do that, then they have a much higher chance of retreating. Or kill units in quick succession. So massive killing sprees with very little reciprocation from the opponent. So in other words, let's say that we run in there and we kill 50 enemies and they only kill 2 of us. That is going to be considered, you know, really, really good for our morale and really bad for theirs. And that's going to mean that they have a higher chance of scattering, a higher chance of running away in general. And that doesn't mean that they won't recover from that, but it means that we're going to, you know, disorganize them, and it's going to make things so much simpler for us. So that's the reason why I say that morale is really, really useful. And it has obviously some of the perks actually indicate as well. Basically just doing anything that you can to depreciate morale is so good. It really is. It makes everything so much easier for you. Anyway, there we go. A nice victory for us right there. We did end up losing 28, but that's really not... I don't think that's particularly bad. So yeah, we should be pretty happy with our performance there. I am getting a little bit worried about having not too many units in my own army, because I mean you can quite clearly tell that I am actually starting to not have that many, because we just continually lose them. Obviously we just lose them over and over and over again, because that's just how it goes. You know, you're going to lose units inevitably when you are heading into battles. That's just how things work. So I'm very much hoping that maybe there'll be an opportunity for me to get a big, you know, prisoner stack or something like that, so that I can actually rescue a huge amount of them or something. I'm not entirely sure, but we're just going to continue converting people as much as we can as well. And peace offering from the Germans. Okay, yeah, well, we don't need to worry about that anymore. And, oh yes, someone actually said, can I gift this to someone else before the vote has come up? And unfortunately, I can't. I've tried this in the past because I wanted to be able to give this to someone before the vote came up, but as you can see, it does not work. You cannot annex a settlement until ownership decision is complete. Now, for me personally, I've always said I think this is a bit weird, because I personally would love to see the liege, i.e. us, because that is me, you know. I would love to see us having the, you know, complete control over what we have to do with the fief. But you can see here, unfortunately, that this means giving it to this guy. Or we could just give it to Dalaset. Dalaset seems to be doing a fantastic job too, so let's just give it to Dalaset. Why not? She's probably going to do a much better job than Roger anyway. I'm not sure what he's doing. Mengus seems to be perfectly happy with his fief, so maybe I don't have to worry about him, you know. I'd like to give him more, to be honest, because that is going to make a... Well, I think it would probably make a significant difference. Anyway, let's see here. Mangonel and Trebuchet accuracy. Yes, we're going to be taking that. Thank you. All right. So I think you can see where I've clicked. Yeah, it might be a mistake. But we're going to go to Belgrade and we'll see if we can maybe take that. I don't think it's going to work. I really don't think it's going to work. But we could try it. Elias is a clan leader, by the way, so we might as well go and try to speak to him. I have an offer for you. Join us and be set free. Aha, here we go. 90. Yeah. No, it's not going to work. It is not going to work. Okay, 65% chance. I mean, we might get lucky with maybe like a double success or something like that, but no, with this ineffective here, I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, as you can see, I don't think that's going to work. We have maybe one more. No, as you can see. We could have gotten a bit lucky there, but funnily enough, in the past, I've actually done some testing on these new persuasion mechanics, because that's sometimes what I like to do. I like to take a look and see whether I can make something slightly more effective and, you know, test out some stuff just to see what happens, you know what I mean? So basically what I would do is I'd make my own save, and I'd literally go in and try to, you know, with a very high charm skill, I would just try to get people to join my faction. And that's a long story short, basically. So that's what I try to do. And obviously, because it's not with a series, you know, I don't really mind, you know, reloading for the sake of testing. So what I'm going to do is I go to a person. This is what I actually did do in the past. But yeah, what I did was I went in, spoke to this guy, and I said, hey, do you want to join me, sort of thing. And I did this about 15 times. Yeah, it took me, it's a pretty, you know, significant time investment, but the fact is I did it around 15 times, and you know what happened? The exact same thing every single time. So it kind of makes me believe that the percentage chances are actually not percentage chances at all, and they are already predetermined. But I don't know. As I say, maybe it needs a wider testing pool or something like that. You know, maybe there needs to be additional testing, you know, with a, I don't know, a greater field of people or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but all I'm saying is I personally feel as though the persuasion minigame isn't actually a percentage chance at all, and it is actually a predetermined chance dependent on external factors. And I'm talking about things like relation, or your own money situation, or your territory, or where you are speaking to them. Because let's face it, I am technically trying to coerce this guy while he is a prisoner of mine, so it could very well be the case that he just doesn't like that, and as a result, the minigame takes that into account and makes it so that he's just gonna start with minus 50 or something like that. You know what I mean? That is the kind of thing that could potentially be happening there. And that's the reason why we have such a low percentage chance to succeed, which obviously is understandable, you know, that's a very understandable point to make. So, not sure whether we're actually going to be able to even, you know, persuade people to join us at this rate, because if it is as I say, and the persuasion minigame is indeed not a percentage chance, because as I said, I had this situation where the first, I was mostly noting the first option of the conversation, and every single time I would do the first option, which had a, I think, 67% chance at the time, it would always fail. And then the second option would always succeed. And I would choose the same thing every single time with the exact same character in the exact same circumstances, because I wanted to check to see whether it indeed was a percentage chance and whether it was just a random fail, a random roll of the dice, as it were. Because if it is a random roll of the dice, which I highly suspect it actually isn't now, then, you know, it would give you different results, wouldn't it? It would give you different results every single time. But no, it actually didn't for me. So that's the reason why I kind of say, yeah, I think there's something going on with that. I think that it is predetermined due to a variety of factors. So that's obviously something to bear in mind for your own games, or just generally when we enter one of these persuasion conversations. It might be good to keep that in mind for yourself, for you know, so you can tell that I'm not getting unlucky. It might just be the case that I'm in a bad situation with this particular character, and maybe he just doesn't like speaking to me at that point. Who knows? Anyway, we're going to increase Borgar's endurance here, even though I actually kind of feel like maybe I should increase something else for him, because at the moment he has only 1 in social and 1 in intelligence, which I think is absolutely hilarious. But maybe he's just not going to be a trading character or a charm character, because does it make any sense? Does it make any sense for us to actually have those skills? Because from my perspective, maybe it doesn't, because as we've seen, it really actually doesn't help us that much, which is very sad, I gotta say. Anyway, we're gonna go for an additional point in engineering here, and he gave another point of writing to himself. Okay, that's pretty good. Not too bad. And hopefully my trebuchets are not all going to get destroyed in one fell swoop here, because you can see here the catapults are actually fighting back as they're... Oh, Mengus is coming to help us. Are you serious, sir? You are an absolute monster. I'm not entirely sure how he's able to do this, but there we go. We got a peace offering from the Byzantines. They're actually... Of course they're going to come in with that. Of course they're going to come in with that. Yeah, that is to be expected. I'm actually going to hope that the food situation is going to start kicking in. I believe it is, to the enemy's garrison here. This is going to be pretty much perfect. We've got a ransom offer for Turiodos here as well. And... I'm actually... Wait a minute. Can we actually... Is Turiodos a leader of a clan right now? No, he's not. Constantine was. Okay, yeah, good to know, good to know. Okay, so we're just going to wait. And making peace with the... No. I am not going to be making peace with you, sir. There you go. Mengus says no, so we're going to say no this time around. And you can see how quickly their strength has depreciated. Look at their strength. 5,800, when before we had 7,000. Or did they have 9? I think they might have 9,000 or 8 at least. But yeah, that's some pretty crazy changes going on there. Anyway, we're just going to get rid of all of our trebuchets, and we're just going to go straight on in. Why not? We might as well. We've got Mengus's backup. That is pretty much all we need. So that's great. Anyway, here we go. Let's do this. Let me see. Where do I want to go? That's the thing. I don't really want to get absolutely massacred by a bunch of, well, these guys. So I'm going to just go around them. Oh, see? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I had my shield up and everything, and he still got me. Yes. He got me with the thrown weapon, actually, hilariously enough. Oh, well, that's... I guess that's not so surprising. But yeah, you can see here that the archers might be a little bit tricky for us. I'm actually hoping that maybe I can find an alternate method to get up onto the battlements. Can I actually do that through here? If I can do that through here, I'll be very happy. Oh, I might be able to. Oh, okay. Hello. Yeah, this seems pretty perfect. Let's tell everyone to charge in. I hope Mengus is on the battlefield. Hopefully he's actually going to be doing something really, really good for us. I kind of feel like maybe we should try to... Oh, look at that. He's getting kills. He's getting kills. Oh, okay. He's actually doing beastly work right now. Okay, so if I could just Wait a minute. Okay, this is not working out for me so well, as you can tell. I wish I could fly. That would be so amazing. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna speed everything up because I apparently have gone the entirely... here we go. This was the way I needed to go. The enemy has already retreated. There are a couple of people around here which maybe we can fight. Oh, hello. Do you want to fight me, sir? Oh, well, that was a mistake, sir. Yes, there we go. He's absolutely murdered. Yeah, actually, a bunch of our companions and indeed vassals are getting kills. Look at that. Viashen is actually getting in on the action now as well. Very cool. Yeah, I love that. I absolutely love that. You know, that's one of the things that I have absolutely loved in the past in a variety of different games. Whenever there are, you know, AI companions in some way or another, and they are controlled by, you know, the AI or the, you know, the game themselves, it's always so incredibly fun to see them actually get kills instead of them just be completely useless. And yes, there are times when they are completely useless, absolutely, but it is so cool to see them actually do something useful, you know? And it's just a lot of fun to see that. Anyway, there you go. That was... for some... what? That was it? Oh yeah, because we actually eliminated the entire garrison. Yeah. Because I was thinking to myself, wait a minute, we're going to have to fight 1,000 units here. But no, we actually didn't. So, look at that. Look at how easy that was. Belgrade just literally fell before us. This is the reason why Mengus is able to take things so fast. He is just leading by example. Isn't he? I just can't believe how he's so good at this. Okay, well, whatever the case, I hope if you are playing alongside me, I hope you have a Mengus as well. Because if you do, then you're probably going to have a much better time of things than you would otherwise. You know, whoever your, you know, companion of choice is, whoever's leading, you know, your people. Anyway, unfortunately, Mengus is a cruel vassal, I think, or he's someone that doesn't particularly appreciate me giving them mercy. So that's obviously a bit of an issue. But does it really matter too much? I don't know. I don't think it really does because we have great relation with him as it is. And who's this? Who are you? Oh yeah, that's that. Oh yeah, that's Gug. That's Gug's clan. This fellow is continuously losing. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with him. Okay, Roger Borza literally only has one. Okay, we'll just give it to this fellow. Not sure what this guy's doing. He consistently loses his fiefs. I guess he's just not taking care of them or something. Oh, we lost this. Oh, really? Okay, you know what I'm actually going to do? Going to disband my army. I'm actually going to disband my army, and maybe someone else can create an army that will actually work independently so that we can have slightly more people on the battlefields. Because at the moment, I feel like we're not really doing as well as we could. Because the map is just so massive. It's very difficult to pin everyone down, if you know what I mean. So it's going to be really, really harsh for us in general. So let's actually see here. No. Okay, wait a minute. I'm looking for people that we can potentially persuade to join us. Yeah, wait a minute. What about this guy? He's Italian. We might be able to get him. Yes. Hello. Oh, no. Wait, no. This is Giovanni. No, that is actually not the one. There's the one. Here we go. We might be able to actually persuade him potentially. So let's see whether we can actually do this. Okay. Where is he? Okay, this is the one. There we go. All right, fantastic. Oh, you can't join me. Is he the? He's the ruler. Okay, that makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. Right, so I actually won't be able to do anything with him, unfortunately. And he also, wait a minute, does he actually own anything? I don't think he does, right? No, it doesn't look like it. No, as you can see, no. Okay, well, that's perfectly fine, but unfortunate that we can't persuade him to join us. What about this fellow? No, he's the leader as well. Oh, are you serious? Oh, why do I have only kings around here? This is not very helpful, to be honest. Okay. Well, we're just going to have to go back to Vienna then, and we're going to have to do something about that. I don't think there are going to be... Yeah, as you can see, there's literally 69 in here. No wonder Mengus is able to really easily capture things or recapture things. I'm not sure what I should really do here. Oh, Mengus is actually helping me. Okay, I'm just going to leave so that he can do this himself. because it is just a huge waste for me to do this too. As you can see, there you go, he's gone in once more. And now I think what we're going to do is we might just stick around here. We might just stick around here because as it stands, we've got two fiefs in very close proximity to each other, and if we can kind of act as a skirmishing interference machine, yeah, that's a technical term, then we might be able to... Oh, never mind. Apparently someone defeated them. Probably Mengus, actually, all things considered. But yeah, if we are actually able to do something here, then we might be good. So, for example, if I just float between Belgrade and Vienna, then we might be in a pretty good situation. Or we'll see. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. Let's just get these guys to join us. There we are. Another 15 morale being lost. I'd love to be able to take one of these castles, actually. But I'm hoping that Mengus can actually do that. You see? That's the thing. If we can just float here, we should be fine. Yeah, as you can see, he's actually taken another one just now. And we can give this to... I think I'm going to give that to Dalaset as well. Hopefully she can increase her overall renown and influence and everything like that, so her clan can actually become super strong, just like Mengus is, because apparently Mengus is just... Oh, he's crazy good. I don't even know. But, yeah, hopefully she can do that too. Oh no, rebels have risen. Oh, how did they rise so fast? We've got these amazing things that increase our loyalty by a dramatic margin. This is very strange. Okay. Also, yeah, we've now got those happening. Mengus is obviously going to do something there. They actually took Warsaw back as well, which is actually not entirely good. Okay, well, what are we going to do here? That's the problem. Is he actually having... Yeah, he has such a significant amount of people. Do we have 2 armies now? No. We only have 1 army. Okay, why do we only have 1 army? I'm going to need to actually do something about this. So, do I need to get these people to join us again? Because I'm not sure whether I really want to do that. Because I'm going to be moving much slower. Okay, you know what? Let's just go into Zagreb here, because I actually do have a significant amount of loot. Let's see how much is actually slowing me down by. Yeah, herd is slowing me down by a massive margin. So what we need to do is we need to get rid of some horses here. Okay, so get rid of these guys. Yeah, there we go. That's actually helping us quite a bit. What about these fellows? Yeah, way too many. There we go. I don't really want to get rid of any war mounts, but I kind of feel like maybe that is a necessity at this point. Maybe we just need to get rid of some war mounts. It's kind of sad, to be honest, because I know how much I was struggling to get war mounts earlier in the series, and now this is a huge pain. Because it's like, ugh, you know, these things I needed so much time ago. And now it's just like, no, you're going to have to get rid of all of them. Yes, that's great, isn't it? Yeah, that's exactly what happens to me every single time. You know, oh, you needed money now? Yeah, no, now you have more than enough, yes. Yeah, because obviously now we've got 3 million in comparison to what we had beforehand. But yeah, anyway, there you go. We can just sell everything like that. Oh, unfortunately, I do not have enough. Okay, let me actually just see if I can buy something really good here. This is 248,000. Really? What? Why is it so expensive? Okay. Yeah, you know what? I guess I'm just gonna buy this. There we go. I'm gonna have to pay 87,000. That's actually ridiculous, but yeah, that's fine because we can literally just do this, as you can see, and just completely reduce the cost down to probably 0 if I go a little bit further here, as you can see. And now we are moving much faster. My herd deficit is basically gone. Cargo within capacity is perfectly fine. I mean, really, 0.02 is not really going to make any difference, to be honest. And there you go. We got another 118,000 from that. And we also got a new piece of gear, which is actually very nice. So let's actually equip that on our character here. And now she's actually looking pretty good in regards to her protection. So maybe, just maybe, we are not going to see her get absolutely murdered. And, oh yeah, I actually need to increase my upgrades on this. There we go. Alright, so let me... yeah, I actually need to do something else as well. Let me just do this. There we go. Recruit a bunch of people. Even though I don't particularly like doing that most of the time. Usually I'm a person that doesn't really like to recruit peasant units if I can help it. But obviously in this mod, it is actually quite important. Because these guys are the ones that will become your infantry, they'll become your archers and everything. And your noble units will not do that. They will just become cavalry. So, yeah, that is something to bear in mind. Okay, so did I actually level up at all? No, I have not. Seems like this is a one-on-one for me. This is going to be interesting. Do you think I can actually win this? I'm kind of skeptical, actually. I'm kind of skeptical. I don't know. Oh, these are just regular units. Okay, we shouldn't have too many problems with these, but if we do end up failing, then we end up failing. Actually, wait a minute. Adila, can you actually come over here real quick? There we go. Let's just get her to join us, just to add a small amount of people to our army here, just to make sure that we may, you know, we might be able to win. Who knows? Actually, you know what? I'm going to let these guys take this castle. I'm going to be a bit strategic here. Bit sneaky. Oh, hello. Oh, never mind. The Holy Roman Empire has just come in and just completely murdered them. Okay, that's, that puts paid to that, doesn't it? I actually was hoping that we could swoop in there and actually take it, but no, unfortunately not. Okay, this guy finally needs to get something, so we might as well give him something now. And, yeah, okay, well, as you can see, it is a lot easier just to deal with one faction. And how are my forces doing here? Yeah, we seem to be absolutely fine. Alright, so I guess I'm just going to go over to the castle now. I'm just going to keep an eye on these things. And we've taken these over here. Let's give this to Roger as well, because he's over there as well. We might as well, you know, it's right there. Anyway, yeah, we are... Oh, they're being offered... well, they're offering peace once again, which is to be expected, of course. Alright. Whoa. Hello. There's a lot of people around here. Okay, he's moving at 5.4. I'm moving at 3.8. There is no way I'm going to be able to catch up with any of these guys. Not in a million years. So we're just going to do the old-fashioned thing. We're just going to destroy the walls as best as we can. And funnily enough, the Holy Roman Empire is actually at war against the Byzantines at the same time as us. So that's the reason why they are wanting peace so dramatically, and I don't blame them, to be honest. Ah, hello. Someone else has declared war against us. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. And we're just going to destroy the walls. Look at cue the Benny Hill theme. Cue the Benny Hill theme right there. Because look at these guys. It's essentially like 400 being chased by an army of 1,000. That is the most hilarious thing we've seen so far. And, yeah, they literally are in the worst possible spot. I guess that just goes to show, hey, you know what? You probably don't want to pick on one smaller faction, i.e. us, with, you know, much larger friends. And, funnily enough, that's exactly what we're doing now to the Byzantines. So that's actually quite funny. Anyway, maybe I'm going to be able to survive here long enough to be able to get... Oh, dear. Oh, no. This is the bottleneck situation. Okay. Yeah, this is bad. Okay, don't get killed, don't get killed. I just want to kind of sneak by, just sneak by. Hello there, sir. Oh yeah, he's tough. Yeah, there we go. He's dead now. Alright, so now we can just, well, now we can have a fun time, because we're basically behind enemy lines. Shouldn't have too many difficulties with pretty much any place that we want to go to now. And you know what I'm going to do? I actually hope that I can do this. Yes, I can. Okay, this is actually an interactable gate. That's good. Because I was thinking to myself, maybe it's not. You know, maybe it's not interactable at all. And in fact, it is. So that's great. And now we can actually just destroy this if we want to. Not sure if I really want to do this. It's maybe a waste of time. So let's actually just... this guy wants to close the gate. Obviously, as you might expect, they are going to do that. You're running? You're running, sir? No, you're not running. You're getting shot in the back. There we go. The most honorable thing that I could have done, of course. And there we have it. Yeah, well, not too bad, I guess. Yeah, I'm not even entirely sure whether it's me. Is it worth me actually destroying this? Probably not. I'm going to assume it's probably not worth it. Debris coming out of nowhere. Because they don't expect you to destroy the gate while it's open. Of course. This guy's gonna be closing it once again. Are you serious? You just locked yourself out there, fellow. And he didn't even close the outer gate. That's very, very funny. Okay, well, there we go. At least we've destroyed that now. And what are my forces gonna do? Are they gonna come over here? No. Yeah, they might. Oh, now we're being attacked by bunches of people. Thankfully, I have new armor on, so I'm going to be much harder to kill. As you can see, we're actually resisting a lot of the pushback from the opponent's attacks because they just don't do enough to push through the resistance threshold of our melee. You know, because that's the funny thing. That is actually a thing. If you play, you know, something like Dark Souls, then you'll know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like a hidden value. It's not readily apparent, but if you've played, yeah, obviously if you've played Dark Souls, it's kind of like poise. It's kind of like poise, but if you played, you know, a warband mod like Pendor or Perisno, where the enemies are highly scaled and very well geared, then you also know what I'm talking about, because the armor is going to be significant. It's going to be super, super strong. And sometimes if you, as the player, have really bad skills and a really bad weapon, you're just going to get glancing blows. You're just going to get your weapon just bouncing off them. And that's exactly what happened against those guys, because usually what they would have had happen to me, I would have been interrupted every single time they attacked with their axes. But I wasn't. I was able to swing through the damage. And that's obviously why I likened it to poise from Dark Souls, because you can just attack through damage if you have enough of it. But yeah, that's something to bear in mind. You know, that's actually one of the reasons why getting some really good armor is actually quite useful. That obviously doesn't mean that your poise or whatever stat it can be likened to in Bannerlord is not going to save you every time. You know, it's not going to do that. It's not going to save you every time. So there's actually something to be a bit wary of as well. But it's really nice that it's there. Anyway, there we go. We did have 26 of them, unfortunately, managed to escape, but we were able to capture it. And yeah, I'm actually wondering whether we want to make peace with the Byzantines so that they can focus on the Holy Roman Empire, because here's the problem. I'm now foreseeing an issue. If we continue to gang up on the Byzantines, and they are also being attacked by the Holy Roman Empire, I have a bad feeling that the Holy Roman Empire is going to take exceptional advantage of this, because they are just as effective as, for example, Mengus at capturing stuff. So I'm a bit wary of doing this, because you know what they're going to do? They're going to be, you know, just taking everything that they can get their hands on. And it's going to be a very difficult situation for us when they own, I don't know, all 4 of these towns, for example. Can you imagine these guys owning for all 4 of these towns? And if we're at war against them, then they're literally just going to attack these towns over here next to Prague and so on. And that's going to make everything much, much more difficult for us. So, bit of a, you know, bit of a problematic situation to be in now. But that's the reason why I'm thinking maybe we should make peace with the Byzantines now, because we are, I mean, we've taken everything from them that we wanted to take. We could continue to push the advantage. Maybe we should. What do you think? I don't know. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.